Welcome back, everybody, to Byzantium here. Happy Monday if you are tuning in live. We are currently in the process of winning some wars, and hopefully the UI is much more readable for everybody. I scaled it up by a good 20%, so I hope that makes it easier to see for you guys. I apologize for my lack of readability for the first 5 episodes. I generally record these in about a 5-day tick, so that way I can... Ooh-wee. All right, let's get these guys grouped up over here. Looks like we're actually going to lose that battle. Questionable. All right, this is fine. These guys are on a mountain province, so hopefully if they want to attack us, they can, but it will be foolish for them. These guys are heading into Gaza, so I would like to catch these guys out. Now, I'm going to scorch this mountain fort here. Mountain province, rather. And we are going to be looking for some fights. Wait for these guys to lock in. Head on in there. So that should be 2 battles back to back, like Jordan 96, 97. That will look nice and good for us. So let's go ahead and shift consolidate both those armies, get them as strong as we can, catch out their armies and separately. That was a stack wipe, actually. My goodness. Okay, and Muscovy wants a royal marriage. Sounds good to me. Yes, yes, yes. We are definitely allied to like the strongest Austria I've ever seen. Somebody had commented like, why would you give them the Wieden? Borders are nicer this way. Let's be honest. This area, this state has an ugly border, but we'll take it. We'll take it eventually. Obviously, we're going to have to. Austria is super strong. Actually, they're not strong right now. They're not doing well right now at all, actually. Let's go ahead and dissolve that alliance. Give us 5 years. We can start pushing into them. Now that we've got Muscovy, we're in a much better spot. And let's see here. Are we rival to France, Mamluks? So maybe it would make sense to find an ally that wants some land from Austria. So something like that. I think that's good. So Protestantism is here. It's looking okay. We've got Reformed over in Switzerland. And take a look at this. I just noticed this when I was loading up. We have Genoa in Tunis and then Morocco in the rest, with Jared over here apparently doing really well. And Tlemcen is independent. Tlemcen has Tlemcen, and then this province over here. And what is this? Tripoli is independent over here on Jerba. So things are looking a little strange, to be honest with you. Now, these guys are going to be here on the 11th. So I'll go with one more day of casualties. And we'll have these guys flee, and then they'll come down here. Let's go ahead. Might as well state this whole state. That's fine. It was annexed by a subject anyway, so all I really care about is these areas that are don't have centers of trade. Like this one, I will not core up because Halab is going to go to that center of trade, or the trade company. So we're gonna hold off on that. Now, they do have a lot of men, 41,000. I have more than that by myself, and their losses are very heavy. So I don't think we need to worry. We have so much manpower. So I think we're good to just run this one out and just kind of see what they can come up with, right? So let's get over here. Oh, they're reinforcing, actually. That is possibly a loss for me. We reinforced a little bit more. Our morale is just dropping so fast. Feels bad. Looks like, yeah, it looks like we lose on the morale front. That's okay. Their losses are crazy high. That's literally all of their manpower buffer is gone. So we're good. Is this a Buckingham Palace? That's a Victoria 2, I think. Great soundtrack. Vicky 2 has such a good soundtrack. Beautiful music. Beautiful music. So yeah, we've got safe to say we've got some men that need to reinforce. Let's get these guys over here. If they want to siege back some of this stuff, they can. I don't really particularly care. We're just going to leave our army parked up here in friendly territory for a few months. Let them reinforce. You reinforce faster if you're in friendly territory, if you did not know that. Okay, so we've got some galleys. Let's have them pop up over here. All right, let's just get our whole navy here, because I don't think they've got much of a navy. They got 4 ships, but we're going to be able to blockade them all. Go ahead and detach busted ships. Go ahead and blockade their entire big beefy navy. Yep, and so we're just letting our boys reinforce real quick. We have the fort in Damascus. They're not going to be able to do anything, so I'm not too stressed about it. After the monthly tick, I will head over, so that's good. And we need to start doing some headhunting, so we're going to do that. This is Dryland, so that's a good fight to take. Does not look like we're going to make it in time, even with a better general. Okay, that's understandable. But we're just going to, you know, make our way down. And my camera has turned off again. I apologize for that. I don't know why it keeps happening, but it should turn right back on here in just a moment. Woo-wee! Don't be doing that. Yeah, they're going to be dumb. That's a stack wipe on that army, but I don't think that's going to go the way they think it will. Shift consolidate again. Shift consolidate again. These guys will reinforce shortly. They're actually probably going to flee if I had to guess. Lots of losses on their end. Good riddance. So we lost an army, or one stack. It's fine. Let's keep on sinking our points into that. 5 discipline is going to be really good. Plus that regiment's actually, the regiment cost, basically, this is a weird one. A lot of people don't know. Regiment cost is basically like infantry cost. And it applies to like recruitment. You see here, they're 10% cheaper because it's 10.4 and it's -1. So it applies to that. It also applies to all of them, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure all these guys are a little bit cheaper. It also applies to maintenance. I'm almost positive. So there's a lot of little random modifiers that seem to affect similar things in this game. And that's one of them. All right, let's get you guys over here. Let's scorch that one as well. Now, obviously, we have the crusade. Okay, right. I'm being dumb. So I would like to scorch this and see if we can bait them into a fight. And this army can come over here and siege down Cairo. Because why wouldn't we siege down their capital, you know? Got lots of cannons here. How are we looking on mill tech? Very good. Come on in, baby. Come on in. You guys want to siege down Al-Karak? I'm surprised they deleted the fort here, though. Very interesting on their end. Interesting decision. This army might be getting headhunted. I'm just going to get a general on them just in case. Hopefully we can win a 21%er. No, not quite. Go with some spy network, sure. Get a little bit of extra siege ability on these guys. See, spy network is just such a good thing. People underestimate the importance of a good spy network. If you don't know, if you have a spy network on a friend, it actually decreases the amount of aggressive expansion that they receive. I think up to 30% at 100% spy network. I want to say that the downside of if you get caught spying, it obviously hurts your relations, right? Which makes a lot of sense. Scorch that province. Let's set on in here. Destroy that army. Very good. Wait for that army to lock in there. Do a little stack and wiping. Always take your 10-to-1 lads. Very important. And we will do a quick carpet siege over here. And over here. They're still not trying to siege this down, so this is fine. We'll just take all these little 1 stacks out as well. No reason not to. You got to be mindful, though, that the fog of war, there is probably some baddies just sitting here. Remember that that army that fled is probably in the area, right? So let's get up to Alexandria here. Is Morocco in this war? Nobody over here is in this war, so that's good. We are about to max out on admin mana. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of deving. We should probably also boost our stab up a bit as well. Since we're 9 years ahead of time on tech, why not just get our stab up? No reason not to, right? I'm still waiting for them to at least try to siege this down. Al-Karak, but they're not even attempting to. Take that so we can get that 20% trade efficiency for being ahead of time. And we will continue to convert stuff. And I might as well take Defender of the Faith as well. We've got the extra cash. If you got the cash, why not do it? You know? Oh, yikes. Not that one. There we go. Yeah, here's their army. Now, they can march straight up onto these little armies, so you got to be mindful of that. And let's split this navy in half. 14 galleys and a heavy is probably plenty. Ship cannons, huh? Not bad. I want a blockade over here if I can. This army's just standing here menacingly, preventing them from sieging. Let's go ahead and barrage those walls. I know that costs mill mana. I know. I'm going to do it anyways because I want to get this war over with sooner rather than later. It's already been going on for quite a long time. 3 whole years. Okay, here we go. So these guys are marching in, and they will be in Al-Karak on the 2nd. So as long as we're there before that, let's head in with like half a stack. See if they want to lock in. Yep, they're locked in. So now you can send everybody in, and they attack me, taking a -2 on that fight. Take a look at that. -2 for them, even though they have decent bonuses there. I should probably get a discipline guy. That would make more sense. Discipline affects how many losses you take in casualties. So like they're taking a -2 here. Look at these. Look at that. Let me see. Can I slow it down? Does it show the number slower if that happens? No, but they just lost like 10,000 men there. It was like, yeah, I think it was something like that. Wait a day, and then we do. Let's actually just get these armies grouped up over here. There we go. We've won Iskandria. And I don't think I have any subjects anymore, do I? I don't. We are a one-man wolf pack, lads. One-man wolf pack. Let's see if we can track down their armies and kill them all.
Destroy them all. Corrupt the child.
Just like that. Game. Blouses. You ever seen, like, and I've gotten comments saying, like, oh, man, war score cost versus other religions. Don't mind if I do. People saying, like, oh, you know, Mams are really scary. I don't want to fight them if I don't have to. Believe me, you want to. Few things feel as good as just dominating somebody who you're a little concerned about in a war, right? And like I feel like I've been pretty good about showing you guys just what you can do if you plan just a little bit and you prepare and you know kind of what your limits are. You can do so much in this game that you think you can't do. I mean, people think, oh, I'm not good enough to play this game. It's like, listen, you gotta, there is so much trial and error in a game like this. Like, yes, there are optimal ways to play. And yes, I've been trying to be mostly optimal in what I'm doing. I mean, it's not even 100 years into the game and I've got all this. So I'd say I'm doing pretty good. But, you know, obviously, it's like, even now, I still very much get comments saying like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you clicked this button instead of that button. Why didn't you click this button in the exact same 4 orders? It's like, listen, man, it's all good. It's all good. I promise you. Things are going very smoothly. I'm going to wait until the monthly tick, get that repair, and come on over here and wipe out the Navy. Oh, they're running. Cowards. They're cowards. They're trying to blockade me. You bastards. They are. They're blockading the Hellespont. What are they doing? All right. It's good. Getting everything converted as well. That's another comment I'd gotten, like, oh, I didn't know that other people convert before they, you know, trade stuff off to a center trade league. I do some, or trade company. I do sometimes. I like to convert stuff. All right, cool. So obviously we take everything I have claims on, and that 25% war score cost is pretty beefy. Now, the question is what do we take? Because ideally we're going to get, like, Damascus. We need to take this because that will at least give us a zone of control here. But ideally we're going to take like that. That would be good. And if we take something like this, we can cut them in half. It's a lot of AE. It's a lot of admin to core. But I think that that is very solid. There's not really any nations for us to release. We could release Syria, but I have claims, so I'll just core it myself. Huh. Yeah, so I guess at this point, we're just kind of sitting around waiting, right? No problem. And make sure the baby's not crying. I'm on dad duty right now, so technically I'm breaking the rules, working when my baby's in the other room sleeping. But, you know, we all need to take naps from time to time, don't we? All right, I think we're basically done with this war. They've still got a 20 stack running around somewhere. I don't know where. They're not sieging any of my stuff down, so we can just sit on this war for a bit. I'm letting, it's fine that the longer it goes on because it allows me to get my my admin mana stacked up so we can start getting coring started. It might be smart to take Mecca as well, to be honest with you. Might be smart to take Mecca. So rather than like this, I wonder if we could like, I'm curious. So what is this? Somebody had mentioned we get a triggered modifier, the Pentarchy. I don't think I get anything specifically for Alexandria for being, or for Jerusalem for being Coptic. Or not Coptic. I think you used to, but we can, I think we only get the missionary for Jerusalem if we build it up to level 3. I'm almost positive that's how this works. I think over here we might get one. It's Coptics only. Mecca, we for sure get a missionary if we're in the Christian group. So, do a little snaking. I want Al-Karak. I guess it doesn't matter. It's not a mountain fort or anything. Can't even take Mecca. Okay. We'll take it in the next war. It's fine. I think the peace deal that we had before is very much acceptable. I think this is a good peace deal. We can build some forts down here. This is mountains. This is mountains and desert, and then we could have one in like Gaza or something like that. Should be fine. I think this will work out just good enough. That's what my wife said to me. Good enough. But how are you guys all doing today? I hope that everybody's having a wonderful time with the series. I hope you're all enjoying. Oh, scheisse. Let's get our armies pulled up over here with a general, ideally. 3 siege is pretty solid. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Coastal desert. Sure, I'll fight you there. There, mammy. Come and fight me, buddy. You want to fight about it? Yeah, we have a call for peace. I think this is fine. They've got rebels as well. That is a very solid peace deal. Yes, the coalition will probably grow. QQ is so big. That's crazy. We should probably attack them like immediately. I think that's what we have to do. I'll call in these guys. Basically, I don't want them to be able to join a coalition against me, and they will. If they're able to, they will. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't know if I actually want to take a whole lot other than what I have claims on, which we definitely will take what we have claims on. So let's go ahead and core everything that we're able to. It generally focuses on overextension, so that's fine. We cannot do this because it's under siege. Right. So let's get you guys over here. Yes, it's unwise generally to declare a war if you are if you don't have armies on the border, but that is fine. Patriarch authority going through the roof, to the moon, as the kids say. So this is only for 2 more years, so we might as well just shuffle this one so we can basically renew this one. So it's another 20 years. We'll replace that Patriarch authority. We got another Patriarch authority because we reclaimed Antioch as well, but that's okay. Very good. And we might as well, since we're not going to be able to core everything, we'll just convert what we can, and that is fine. We have an extra merchant here, so let's make sure we are steering from Persia. Persia is going to be a very good area to steer from. Look at all that trade power. And if you don't know, steering generally propagates quite a bit of trade power. So once our merchant gets there, we're go from 1% trade power in that node to like, it'll go up to like 5 or 6, I reckon. 7 even. So we're steering that much more trade power. We instantly make more money. Literally for free. It's crazy. People do very much underestimate the importance of steering trade power. All right. Let's have you guys just head right onto their capital. And we're gonna have to find some armies, though it looks like Muscovy is getting a little frisky over there, which is fine with me. We just continue to core everything up. Hopefully they win these battles. Remember, show superiority. So if they lose a battle, that means we lose war score. We're still ahead of time on Miltech. National supply limit, 5% discipline. That puts us up to 115 discipline, which is very solid. That's going to get us quite a good edge when it comes to battles. We have forts, so we are good there. Let's get you guys over here to a blockade. Also gives you vision if you don't know. Man, lots of armies over here, or lots of forts over here rather. You can fort map mode, very useful. Oh, the wall breach. You love to see it, folks. You love to see it, or at least I do. Speak for myself, I suppose. And these guys are sieging down over here. Now, hopefully we can just win this siege and get up there and take them out. They've already lost their capital, which is wonderful. So we'll get a bit of, we do a bit of carpet sieging. Do need to be mindful because they've got 44,000 men running around. So you got to be mindful of that. How many of them are over here? Not that many, like 20 some. And then Gillen. This is fine. Yeah, getting these guys as occupied as possible is going to be very useful for us. Ideally, we're going to be able to, like this province here, we're going to scorch it. It's going to destroy all of the prosperity there, and it will weaken them in the long term, so that's good. I'm actually going to pull these guys over here and loot that province. Now, these guys are at 49%. These guys are at -7. They have a wall breach, so we do need to be mindful of that. Let's get this province over here because that will ruin the prosperity in this entire area for the foreseeable future. I love... Is that an overextension event? Oh, I didn't realize I was overextended. Oopsies. We do a bit of overextension. It's fine. Let's get those guys off of there. And then, luckily for us, this is controlled by a fort. So we don't have to worry about the issues with... what's it called? Years of separatism. If you don't know, whenever a rebel sieges a province that has a fort zone of control around it, it doesn't apply the negative malice that it normally would. So it's pretty good. We're just going to get these armies shuffled. That way we can loot as much as possible. That province showed a red number, meaning all the loot is gone. All the devastation is handled. Now those guys... Yeah, we're going to have lots of rebels. That's okay. I didn't realize we were overextended. That's a issue on my end, but shouldn't be a problem. Should be able to handle it completely fine. Syrian rebels. The fort will take those guys back. We'll be able to just handle these rebels one at a time. Not a big deal. We have looted that province mostly sufficiently. So let us continue our crusade against the QQs. Yeah, this fort zone of control is going to handle this and that province. Don't even actually need to siege anything back, which is good. Sadly, we're going to have to... These guys did get that malice there. And I will core up what we can as we're able to, as the mana allows. And it looks like the Muscovites are winning sieges for us as well. Scorch, and then anything that does not touch a fort over here, we want to do that because it makes it so these provinces basically are, yes, less useful forever. So let's make sure we are still transferring there. Now, I want to convert these before I add them to the center of trade for border purposes. Just makes it pretty. Sunni zealots. Yeah, we're going to... Let's see here. What's my unrest map mode look like? It's actually not that bad at all considering the fact that we're overextended. We definitely need to get Damascus. Yeah, sure. You want to give me some money? So Theodora is... No, Ionis. I was thinking Theodora. I forgot if she was still around or not. I haven't recorded this this series in a few days, so forgive me. Where else are we at? Byzantine particularists or peasants. So it looks like we're good for now. Let's head on up here. And Scorch. And then this province gonna let it... Oh, they're already looted, so let's get over here. Again, if it's not touching a fort, I don't particularly care. Free admin mana. Thank you, Muscovy. Much appreciated. So yeah, we're just going to siege them down and get these wars over with as quickly as possible. Doesn't look like there's much of a fight being put up. We very much have the ticking war score. We have... Oh, not very much, actually. There's only been 3 battles. Are you serious? 3 battles? All right. That battle over there was a big one then, apparently. And yes, we will spend the mill mana to scorch this. Worth. Go a couple of months and loot it. Basically, that's taking all of this development and making it useless for them. Baghdad is going to be able to get looted quite heavily as well. So all of this is going to end up giving us quite a big edge against QQ. Not that I was really worried about them in the long term, because QQ is a tribal, and tribal governments are not very good. It's not very good. So, you know, compared to more civilized nations such as ours, right? And again, just looking for forts here. If we can find an area, so like that will handle this area here, which we already got, this area here, and then this area here. And that's it. Yeah. We're converting stuff as well. We have high war exhaustion, like you do. It's all good. How far along are my missionaries here? Damascus is making it happen. Losing money. It's fine. Didn't need that money anyways, you know? Now, I don't want to loot too much over here. Jeez, oh Pete, these overextension events are crazy. Happening very quick succession, huh? Free stab. Sounds good to me. In before I lose a stab from a event. An overextension event. There you go. So let's see here. Everyone else is in high enthusiasm, which is kind of funny. So just making sure we are coring. We can't peace out until we get all these, or at least enough of these cores done anyways. Rebels popping up over there. So let's get an army over here. And then my attack dog Muscovy actually losing battles. If you can believe that. Okay. Now let's see here. Do they actually lose devastation? No. So the fort zone of control from his ally does not apply. So that's good. We'll go with one more loot tick over here. Yeah, Muscovy's actually kind of taking bad fights. Not the best. Peasants on roads. Okay, it's fine. How's our coring coming along? About to finish up a bunch of them here this month. Very good. And we'll convert what we are able to then. All right, cool. So, yes, we will take everything we have claims on at the very least. And we should probably, you know, try to expand our borders just a bit. Too much overextension for the moment, so we're not in any rush to get out of this war. They're heading over to where? Euboea. So I'll just use my navy to get over there in the meantime. Nice. Now, probably cavalry fire and infantry shock, not as important for me. I think I'd rather work through this. Reinforced cost is super nice. And yeah, we're looking good. So now we can kind of just head up here and prevent them from doing anything fancy. We can just kind of lay low and ride it out. Let's go with inflation reduction. We do have quite a bit of inflation. We're still ahead of time, so I will actually just buy it down. You want to keep it below 5 because you get negative events if you don't. Okay, let's have you guys handle those rebels. If you hold down control and then you right click, it will say basically prioritize using the boats. We finally have Damascus getting cored, which is good. Okay, looks like Muscovy's kind of being an idiot and losing battles, which is not ideal. And let's see here. I'm real big on the States General, man. It's like one of my favorite things. We have a 516, so I'm not really... honestly, our leader and his heir are both okay. I think we'll forego the States General for now. Let's go ahead. General States... sure. That's fine with me. And winning sieges over here. You'll love to see it, folks. Those guys are glitched, so let's go ahead and have them... Come on now. Goofy AI. Goofy boat AI, right? All right, let's see here. Let's have those guys come on over here, and that looks like that's about it. We are blessed indeed. Mushasha wants out, so I will get them out. That's fine with me. That frees up basically all of the war score that we were worried about. We are now very much in the clear when it comes to overextension. Let's get some claims on you guys down here, since we can. And we will be able to attack these guys. We can attack Austria whenever, and we shall. We certainly shall. They're allied to Great Britain, which is nice. That means literally nothing. We need to get our armies built up because we've got force limit. Well, we don't have force limit to spare, but we will very quickly be able to handle these guys. I'm confident of that. Admin mana for Patriarch Authority, not necessary in my opinion. So yeah, QQ, I don't think so, buddy. I think you are dad. I scorched these provinces, so it's basically screwing me up now. There you go. Easy peasy. My general died, actually. Looks like I missed that. It's okay. Let's get those guys occupied. We will continue to convert stuff that is being cored up. And anything that has been converted, we can add it to the trade company. Like that there. That will help us get a little bit more money there. And we are very much in the snowball phase now, which is great. So the war is essentially over. Let's see here. We are probably going to release at least like in Iraq. Yep, that is fine with me. And I'll take everything I can. I mean, there's no reason not to. Rather, yeah. This is fine. A little bit of aggressive expansion. I don't care at all. Overextension, it does not matter because we will release a nation. I'm not really too fussed about these coalitions that are looking to fire. Doesn't matter to me. We can release Basra as well. So let's release Iraq. And then I will just give them these provinces. So people have been saying you should force convert your subjects. I explained earlier, but I'll explain it again for those who had missed it. The reason why I don't force convert subjects, especially if they're a heathen, which Sunni is a heathen religion compared to Orthodox in the game. So if I convert them, they will gain 100 liberty desire, which is a lot. And it ticks down over time, but if they're over 50, then they're disloyal. So this means they're doubly disloyal. And even right here, they have a little bit. So they would have 111 disloyal. What's the point? Now, if I'm going to give them these provinces, they'll lose a little bit, but it still won't offset that. So I'm not going to do it. It doesn't make sense, but I will go ahead and do that for them. So recover Antioch gives us some patriarch authority. All right. Well, let's switch on over to our, I probably should have done the expansion, the aggressive expansion one, but that's okay. So that will free that up. These guys here establish the theme system. Give me a permanent claim on Kaffa and Theodoro, which is nice. And we gain a bunch of development in Constantinople, as well as national manpower for the rest of the game. That's pretty solid. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and click that button there. That brings Constantinople up to 45 development, which is nutty. Recover Jerusalem as well. Yes, that will give us permanent claims on a bunch of lands down here that we want to core up. We are a little bit overextended, but that is fine. We are working on those cores. So I think for now, that is good. And that is a really good place to call it for this episode, action-packed. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We grew our borders quite a bit. So yes, less than 100 years in, and we are here. As soon as our truce is up with these guys, obviously we're going to take this, and we'll probably snake our way over here. And in the next episode, we will obviously be looking to cleanse some heresy over here. We're going to have to be a little smart about it because they have a lot of men, though a lot of them are Great Britain, though a lot of them are Austrian, actually. If we have any sort of mill advantage, we need to take it, and we're going to get sorted out for that. Probably going to need to build up a little bit of a fort line and stuff like that because we don't want to just go in a swinging and get bonked. Got to be a little mindful of that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do this one here. That will leave these two provinces. Actually, no, we're going to go with this one and then this one here. That will be sorted with that. And that is a good place to call it. Hope you guys are enjoying the run. If you are, make sure you leave a like on the video. And don't forget to subscribe and ding the bell so you get notified when these videos go live every weekday. Special thanks to ALS Gamer, LeGrand Puba, Chio, Josh Kaczynski, Ezra Rhino, Juan Damon, Ian Powell, Cannon Fodder, Corvette Gaming, Anthony Grove, Harry Newhouse, Saranska, Ricardo, Cobalt, Rex, Total Farce for It, Drunk Binary, Nathan Albright, and many more. Thank you. For early access videos, check out the join button or the link in the description below.